This is one of the biggest decisions folks are going to make as they approach retirement or they're in retirement is when to draw on their Social Security benefits.
If you're eligible to file for Social Security in the next few years and you haven't decided yet whether you're going to file at 62 or 70 or somewhere in between, and especially if you have some financial flexibility due to your other savings and investments, this is something that you're going to want to pay close attention to because I'm Roy Furr. I'm with Asset Strategies. We serve over 2,000 clients in Nebraska and beyond. And I'm going to ask one of our financial advisors the most important things that you need to think through as you make that filing decision. So here's my interview with Josh Wilken. Okay, Josh, welcome. Thanks for hopping on to talk about filing for Social Security.
Thank you, Roy. Appreciate the opportunity.
So I saw this article based on the December 2025 Social Security Administration stats, and it said for the average retiree who starts collecting their benefits at 62, they get $1,424 per month. If someone waits until age 70, their monthly benefit average is $2,275. Of course, it's all personal based on your earnings history, but these are the averages across everybody. And that's a $851 monthly difference. That's money that you're using to pay for housing, to pay for food, pay for everything in retirement, right? And that's a $10,000 per year lifelong difference that you don't get to take back later. So Josh, why is it that there are so many challenges in finding the right way to choose when to file for Social Security?
I think one of the primary challenges is that there's so many different factors to consider that, as you mentioned, Roy, the finances of it by itself is already a daunting thing to consider. That if I were to draw at age 62, for example, or wait all the way until age 70, that number grows exponentially. But even beyond the figures, there's so many other things that have to be taken into consideration. And that makes this a very personal decision, a very individualized decision for every single person. And so things that we're also taking a look at are the person's health, their longevity. Have they had any major health issues where having access to some of these dollars earlier might make sense to help offset some of those expenses? Another thing that we would consider is the person's overall wealth and their overall financial picture. Do they need access to these dollars? It may be that at age 62, that they need to start using some of their Social Security dollars to either supplement their income, or if they're unable to work entirely, they may need this income in retirement. If somebody is healthy, if they're continuing to work underneath a certain threshold, or if they're comfortable, prolonging this for a longer period of time, as you had mentioned, Roy, they can actually create a larger monthly payout, which increases approximately 8% each year from 62 all the way up to 70 if we choose to delay that distribution.
So if somebody wants to make an educated decision, let's say I become eligible for filing for Social Security in the next couple of years, or maybe I'm in my early to mid 60s and I haven't made the decision yet, and I'm still trying to figure out my best time. What is that process going to look like?
Yeah. I think one of the first things that individual needs to do is to reach out to the Social Security Administration, get online account access, get a clearer picture of what would your individual payout actually look like. As we have seen across several sources, there is some conflicting information about what the average payout might look like. But reaching out to the Social Security Administration directly and getting a clearer picture based on your income level, what you've paid into the system, might give you a better idea of what you can expect to pay out at age 62 all the way up to age 70, and might help to improve the quality of your decision moving forward. I would also just piggyback by saying this is the power of having a financial advisor in this work, a partner in this work. That once you have that data, once you have that information, they can sit down with you and really do a deeper dive into your personal situation, your overall wealth management picture, and help you to make a determination of when should I be taking Social Security, what is going to be most advantageous for me, and helping me to maintain the lifestyle that I want to have in retirement.
Yeah, and especially if you have maybe a higher net worth and more flexibility as far as when you're able to file for Social Security, it can, of course, make the decision a bit more complex right? Because it's not just, oh, need to start filing right, or I need to file right away, so I can start collecting benefits. It can be what is the most advantageous long term decision based on my total financial picture. And somebody wants to meet with a financial advisor like yourself from Asset Strategies. We do offer a free welcome call, and they can come in, can have this as one of the questions that they want to have answered, and they can sit down with you and maybe start to go through the process of what that would look like as they become a client.
Yeah, 100%.
So with that, Josh, I just want to say thank you for providing some clarity around this critically important decision that you only get to make once. You don't get a rewind time and go back and make the decision differently another time. Thank you, Josh, for being here.
I appreciate the opportunity, Roy. And I can also appreciate that this is one of the biggest decisions that folks are going to make as they approach retirement or they're in retirement is when to draw on their Social Security benefits. And that's something that we want to walk alongside them with and partner with them and really get to know them as an individual and understand their goals and their overall financial picture and help them make the decision that's going to be right for them.
Sounds great.